Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about Carnage by Ram V. It's been a while since I've been able to catch up with this, to be honest. It's one of those things that I remember reading that first issue and thinking, this is really, really good. And I've just been so busy just trying to catch up with everything else that I hadn't had a chance to get back onto it. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do that today. So I sat down to actually catch up with 3 issues, and oh my god, I went through them so quickly because it is so good. And I think I really appreciate the writing even more now. I've been reading a couple of things for the website over the past kind of couple of weeks or so that haven't been particularly well written. And to come back to something that someone I would class as a professional writer, is in like the top tier. The differences are just incredible. He is able to write Carnage just in a very compelling way, and it's very difficult for what is essentially just an alien killing machine. And what we have here is a sort of detective cat and mouse, and even that aspect of it is just really, really interesting. Carnage is after a couple of the superheroes because he wants to take their powers. He's got Neely something Neely, a little minion person who is obsessed with Carnage and is devoting all of his crimes to Carnage. It's titled The Artist. Then you have Detective, was it John Shade, who is the person that's going after the artist, but inadvertently gets caught up with the Carnage situation. And Carnage actually sort of seems to sort of gravitate towards him just because he's so focused on this serial killer that he kind of understands his goals, and he kind of saves him in, I think it's in like issue 2 a little bit, and it causes the detective to actually have a little bit of sort of an internal struggle where he kind of has the consciousness of Cletus Cassidy inside him. So there's him and Cletus that are trying to hunt down the serial killer and Carnage. So there's a really, really interesting dynamic that's going on in the comic. We're 4 issues in, and it's superb. It really is. One little quick thing about the art. We did actually swap artist. I think it's issue 3. We swapped from, is it Francesco Manna to Rogue Antonio. I'm sorry, I'm probably mispronouncing the names and I'm completely butchering them. But I'm going to be honest, I couldn't tell. I really couldn't. There's the art all the way through. It's strange because I suppose it could be both a sort of a bad thing and a good thing, in the fact that a bad thing if you can't tell 2 writers apart, but a good thing in terms of this, it's great for the continuity of the book itself. And it's one thing that I picked up on a book that I was reading for the website, where it was constantly changing writers every month with every issue, and it didn't feel particularly structured. It was very disjointed. And for something like this, you've got an incredible writer on a book that, I'm gonna be honest, just shouldn't exist. You know, you're basing your book around a serial killer alien. So this book shouldn't really exist for anyone. It should be something that's kind of passed over and gone, no, why would we want to read something that's like that? But he writes it in this incredible way, and he doesn't shy away from the gory horror aspect of it, which I thoroughly enjoy. It's just so good all around, to be honest. For anyone who is a fan of the sort of the Venom, Donny Cates Venom, or any of the Carnage stories, this I would say is an absolute must. It's absolutely incredible, and I had to just get my Carnage pop toy in there as well. Any opportunity to get my Carnage pop toy in there, it was a must. But I'm reading these issues and thinking, this is why I loved it so much. And I have been feeling lately, over the last kind of couple of months, this drag to read comics. It's not been as enjoyable as it used to be. And suddenly picking these issues up again, I was enthralled. It was just, I loved it again. It was everything it should have been, and I feel like it's energized me a little bit, to be honest. So I cannot stress how good this series is, and I don't know if it's going to be a long-term thing. I don't know if it's a short mini-series. I'm really hoping, no matter what, I know Ram has written some incredible stuff in the past. There's These Savage Shores. I can't remember if I talked about it a little bit here, but I definitely wrote about it on the website. There was another one that he did called, was it Blue and Green, that was in a fantastic jazz book as well. And it seems like he has this craft of just being able to talk about anything and everything. And I am really wanting him to stay on Carnage, to be honest. Carnage has always been one of my favourite characters in Marvel. And to see him being treated so incredibly well, you know, you still respect the fact that he is a serial killer and just completely deranged. But he's written just so... It's just so well written that you do kind of empathise a little bit with Carnage. You know, you shouldn't, to an aspect, when you're seeing him kill people, but he's a sort of fleshed out character, and it just works so well. So I'm absolutely hoping that Ram can stay on a title like this, if not this title, because it is absolutely clear that he is an incredible writer, and I'm with this series just all the way through. But if you have read Carnage, or to be honest, any of Ram's comics, please let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. It's always nice to hear from you. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because it really does help me out. And I'll see you all in the next video.